Clap.
Yo.
What's up, evolutionaries? It's your boy Kali, and I'm back again with another video. If this is your first time tuning in to my YouTube channel, welcome to the evolution. And if you are a returning viewer, as always, thank you so much for tuning in to support the evolutionary life of Kali. Today's video is chapter 29, goal number 17. Yes, guys, we have finally completed the 17 Sustainable Development Goals series, and today's topic is partnerships for the goals. And yes, we've done it. It's literally been 18 weeks if you include the first introduction video plus this one. It's literally been 18 weeks since we've been doing this, and it has been awesome. You guys do not know how much it means to me that the consistency alone speaks a lot. But today's video is not just going to be focusing on goal number 17, but as you guys know, I did say I was going to do a summarization video. However, Christmas is next week, which is when I had planned to do my Christmas vlog. So today's video will also include a little short summary at the end, starting from goal number 1 all the way to goal number 17. So guys, again, thank you guys. It really means a lot that you guys took the time out to watch these videos. For all those who did, and for all those who haven't, I implore you to get yourself educated so you can get out there and educate others. I will not keep this video waiting because a lot needs to be done in this one video. So yes, let's get right to it. What does partnerships for the goals refer to? So I'm not going to be reading anything. Well, I am, but not for this part. So partnerships for the goals refers to, as it says, partnerships, locating different entities or organizations or faculties that are also interested in achieving these 17 sustainable development goals and partnering with them, combining with them. Which what other word speaks to that? Joining forces with them, yes, so that we can all achieve the goal. So that's basically what today's video is about. Partnerships for the goals, or majority of today's video, partnerships for the goals. So it's seeking out different partners so that we can join forces with them to achieve the 17 sustainable development goals. And the tagline for this is goal number 17, partnerships for the goals, strengthen the means of implementation and revitalize the global partnership for sustainable development. And I'm going to repeat that once more. Yes, this is an upgrade. Goal number 17, partnerships for the goals, strengthen the means of implementation and revitalize the global partnership for sustainable development. Important facts. Important fact number 1. Let's get right to it. Define predictions remittance flows to low and middle income countries reached 540 billion in 2020, only 1.6% below the 2019 level. Important fact number 2, nearly half of the global population, which is 3.7 billion people, are still not online, and that's referring to Wi-Fi. They don't have Wi-Fi. And important fact number 3, the foreign direct investment dropped up to 40% in 2020 from 1.5 trillion in 2019 to 1 trillion in 2020. And that sums up the first section of today's video, the overview of what partnerships for the goals refer to. And the second section now will be focusing on the 3 main targets that the United Nations has implemented in the achievement of partnerships for the goals. Let's get right to it. Now let's move on to the second section of today's video, the 3 main targets that the United Nations has implemented in the achievement of partnerships for the goals. Target 17.1 says, strengthen domestic resource mobilization, including through international support to developing countries to improve domestic capacity for tax and other revenue collection. Target 17.2, developed countries to implement fully their official development assistance commitments, including the commitment by many developed countries to achieve the target of 0.7% of ODA/GNI to developing countries and 0.15 to 0.20% of ODA/GNI to least developed countries. ODA providers are encouraged to consider setting a target to provide at least 0.20% of ODA/GNI to least developed countries. Target 17.3 says, mobilize additional financial resources for developing countries from multiple sources. And that concludes the second section of today's video, the three main targets that the United Nations has implemented in the achievement of partnerships for the goals. Let's move on to the final section, or would have been the final section, but it's the penultimate section of today's video, the progress and information for partnerships for the goals. Now let's move on to the second to last section of today's video, the progress and information, where we will be discussing how far the United Nations has come as it relates to achieving partnerships for the goals. As usual, I will not be able to mention everything, but the link will be left in the description box below so you guys can take a look at that. This is split into a lot of sections because it's focusing on, what's this? It's focusing on a lot of different aspects. So we're gonna just break it down and try as best to get everything out of the way. So the overview, or the summary of everything. So with multilateral and global partnerships already challenged by scarce financial resources, trade tensions, technological obstacles, and a lack of data, the COVID-19 pandemic has administered an unprecedented shock to the global system. Finance. As of 2019, across approximately 130 economies, government revenue, including taxes, social contributions, and grants, accounts for approximately 33% of GDP on average. In addition, the average overall tax burden or revenue in the form of taxes is 25% of GDP in advanced economies and 17% of GDP in emerging market and developing countries. Information and communications technology. As of 2019, just over half of the world's population was online, with a large digital divide observed among regions. For example, while 85% of the population in Europe and Northern America had internet access, only 20% were connected in the least developed countries. Capacity building. Total ODA for capacity building and national planning amounted to $35.9 billion in 2019 and represented 14% of total sector allocable aid, a figure that has been stable since 2019. Trade. For the period of 2017 to 2019, the worldwide weighted tariff average has remained steady at around 2%. Agriculture and clothing still have the highest tariff averages at around 6%, followed by textiles around 4%. Data monitoring and accountability. From 2016 to 2018, the extent to which development corporation providers used country-owned results, frameworks and planning tools in the design and monitoring of new development projects decreased from 64% to 62% on average. For the period 2015 to 2019, 146 countries and territories have birth registration data that are at least 90% complete, and 151 countries and territories have death registration data that are at least 75% complete. In sub-Saharan Africa, additional countries and territories have birth and death registration data compared to the previous reporting period, increasing from 28 to 29 countries and territories for birth registration and from 53 to 55 countries and territories for death registration. That is a lot to take in, but it is nearly not enough because it is a lot. I'm not sure if you guys can see it. Wait, you guys, yeah, there it is. It is a lot of information. Look at that. I literally had to skip through it. But there you go. That's the completes the second to last section of today's video. And now let's move on to the last section of today's video, where we will be doing an overview or a summary of all the goals, just mentioning the goal and their taglines, and then we'll just wrap up today's video. Let's get right to it. Now let's move on to the final section of today's video, the summarization of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals. I will try my best to do this in at least 3 minutes, the most 2 minutes the least. So let's get right to it. Just to catch you guys up to speed, goal number 1 was no poverty. The tagline was end poverty in all its forms everywhere. Goal number 2 was zero hunger, and it was end hunger, achieve food security, and improve nutrition, and promote sustainable agriculture. Goal number 3 was good health and well-being. The tagline was ensure healthy lives and promote well-being for all at all ages. Goal number 4, quality education. Ensure inclusive and equitable quality education and promote lifelong learning opportunities for all. Goal number 5, gender equality, which is the inspiration for starting this, for all those who did not know. Gender equality, achieve gender equality and empower all women and girls. Goal number 6, clean water and sanitation. Ensure availability and sustainable management of water and sanitation for all. Goal number 7, affordable and clean energy. Ensure access to affordable, reliable, sustainable, and modern energy for all. Goal number 8, decent work and economic growth. Promote sustained, inclusive, and sustainable economic growth, full and productive employment, and decent work for all. Goal number 9, industry, innovation, and infrastructure. Build resilient infrastructure, promote inclusive and sustainable industrialization, and faster innovation. Goal number 10, reduce inequalities. Reduce inequality within and among countries. Goal number 11, sustainable cities and communities. Make cities and human settlements inclusive, safe, resilient, and sustainable. Goal number 12, responsible consumption and production. Ensure sustainable consumption and production patterns. Goal number 13, we're coming down along nicely. Climate action. Take urgent action to combat climate change and its impacts. Goal number 14, life below water. Conserve and sustainably use the ocean, seas, and marine resources for sustainable development. Goal number 15, life on land. Protect, restore, and promote sustainable use of terrestrial ecosystems, sustainably manage forests, combat desertification, and halt and reverse land degradation and halt biodiversity loss. Goal number 16, peace, justice, and strong institutions. Promote peaceful and inclusive societies for sustainable development, provide access to justice for all, and build effective, accountable, and inclusive institutions at all levels. And finally, today's video, goal number 17, partnerships for the goals. Strengthen the means of implementation and revitalize the global partnership for sustainable development. And that is it. We have this is a milestone, guys. You do not even imagine, you can't imagine how much it means to me that I literally just finished an entire series, and it means a lot. Thank you guys so much for always tuning in. Don't forget to leave a like on this video. Don't forget to comment below as well. Don't forget to share to your friends, family members, strangers you come across on the road. Remember, the video is not limited to anyone. Share, share, share. And most importantly, last but by no means least, don't forget to subscribe. Remember, one more subscriber equals one more supporter against all the human rights infringements and also the achievement of these 17 Sustainable Development Goals. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. It was my pleasure, as always, to be here. Kali loves you guys, and I am signing out. See you guys next week for my Christmas vlog. Merry Christmas when it comes. Happy Hanukkah, and all of them. Bye, guys. I am signing out.